IT jobs are high paying. They involve coding, problem solving, long hours at a computer, a nice rotating chair under full AC, coffee on the desk and whatnot. Good salary, benefits and a great working environment. You get everything. Yes, getting a job in IT as a fresher is difficult, but if you have the right skills and education, there are companies ready to provide all these facilities with a good salary. When I got my first job in IT as a fresher, I was offered 11K per month, while my non-IT friends were ready to work for 4K per month. You know what? Even today, the situation is the same. And that's why an IT career is the first choice for many youngsters. They know that in 2-3 years, they will have better opportunities to switch jobs for higher salaries and positions. They can grow significantly and earn well. But wait, there are a number of road bumps as well. As the number of job seekers increases, the competition in IT growing tougher. Learning never ends in IT since the field evolves quickly and you cannot rest or stop learning. And life after 40 in IT also becomes tougher. So in this video, I'll answer the question that many professionals ask me. Yes, they constantly ask me questions like, does life in IT industry end at 40? How long do we survive in IT industry? How is the life of IT employee after 40 to 45 years of age? What is the best way to survive in IT after 40 years? And so on. Several studies indicate that the average age of the tech worker is 34.6 years compared to 42.3 years in non-IT industry. And in India, it is reported that under 2.5% of IT workers are only over 50 years of age. What does it indicate? Do people really retire early in IT or are they forced to retire? Is an IT career also like sports career where people start questioning your place once you cross the age of 35? You know what? Definitely it is tough to sustain in IT after 40, but you can still work and flourish even after the age of 40 in IT industry. So first of all, let us try to understand the reasons why it is tough to win IT after 40. And the reason number one, this field evolves quickly. And by the time you master a tool, it may already become obsolete. Continuous learning becomes challenging over time because both body and mind naturally slow down with age. And years of long hours sitting in front of computer can also take a big toll overall. And after so much, can you stay updated? And the reason number two, working long hours and aligning with Western time zones are quite common in IT. At a younger age, many follow this routine rigorously and passionately, and in return they get motivated by good pay and career growth. However, after 40, maintaining the same schedule becomes challenging, and it takes an extra push to sustain the same level of consistency and energy. But how many of you can push hard with less fuel in your tank? How many of you sustain tight deadlines? How many of you can overcome burnout because of demanding projects? And I know many IT professionals who have been slogging like anything. They are facing back pain, eye strain, or stress-related problems. How long can you deal with these things? And the next reason is after 40, IT professionals are expected to move into managerial or leadership roles. However, not everyone has the inclination or skills for the management, and this can limit growth opportunities. And the next reason is you can stop or slow down, but the company has to grow. The company sees younger professionals as more cost-effective hires. They want fresh perspective or energy to boost their growth. They want younger professionals because they can adapt to new technology faster and they can hire them at low salary as well. So these are the reasons why it seems tough for those beyond 40 in IT industry. Look, do whatever you can, but you cannot afford to be slow and easy in any career. Having said that, I must say life doesn't end at 40. It actually begins at 40. However, you need to have proper plan in advance so that you not only survive but also thrive in this industry. So now let's try to understand the best ways to survive in IT after 40. And the first one is plan your career well. In the early years of your career, it's important to experiment and explore different opportunities. And you can achieve this by switching jobs or working on various projects and technologies within the same company. This approach can lead to better pay, improved positions, and greater exposure. And by working with diverse technology projects or companies, you can discover what works for you, identify what you enjoy, and recognize your strengths. This process helps you pinpoint your areas of interest and also develop your expertise. And by the time you have 5 to 10 years of experience, you will have clear vision of what you want to pursue for the next 20 to 25 years. Look, you have to decide whether to move into non-technical position like administration or business analysis. There are several roles such as business analyst or project manager where you can prosper only after 40. And if you want to remain in a technical role, you can transition from a developer position to an architect role. There are many techno-functional roles available where you can thrive. The only key requirement is to keep yourself updated with the latest technologies. Look, it's not tough to survive after 40. No reputed company will fire its people just on the basis of age. If you manage to contribute, then it's not a big deal to survive. But there are people who mindlessly change their domain and technology without considering long-term career prospects. And as a result, you become jack of all trades and master of none. The company expects you to have in-depth knowledge in order to successfully lead a team. And that only happens when you devote a significant amount of time to a particular technology or domain. So it's acceptable to have short-term perspective on job changes and salary hikes. But you should also think about how you will survive in long run. Your decision should be based on long-term goal. For example, after 4 to 5 years of experience, if you believe that you will survive better in technical position, then you should not take advantage of administrative job opportunities, even if they are lucrative. Now coming to the next way. I've seen many people quit their IT jobs and start their own businesses after 40. So that's another way you can set yourself up after 40. Yes, you can build your own enterprise if you have a lot of enthusiasm and energy. Building something worthwhile can take 4 to 5 years, but once you do it, you'll be all set. Now coming to the next one, working abroad is another choice that many IT professionals make after 40. A lot of people go out of India where there is high demand for labor and where age is irrelevant. They don't care about age. Even 50 plus people can do software development, coding, or programming. That's another way to prosper after 40. Now coming to the next one, networking and personal branding is crucial to build a strong professional network and establish personal brand, as these can open many opportunities. You can engage in freelancing, blogging, speaking engagement, consulting, etc., where you can showcase your expertise. For networking, you can stay active on LinkedIn, share your insights, engage in discussions, and connect with others in your field. Alright, so coming to the next one. Specialize in high demand areas like cloud computing, cybersecurity, data analytics, and AI. These are hot fields which are continuously growing, so often certifications in these areas, and also develop leadership, communication, problem-solving skills to complement your technical expertise. And the next one is prioritize health and work-life balance. And always remember that burnout is a big risk in IT, so practice mindfulness, take breaks, and set boundaries. You have to stay physically active and maintain a healthy lifestyle to keep your energy and focus high. So in order for the company to see you as an asset and retain you at all cost, you must be extremely proficient in all your field, whether technical or functional. Another option is to relocate from India, where labor is high demand, and you can also establish your own business after 40. Look, if you are a lifelong learner and open to new ideas, the age factor is just a number. The more skills you add to your kitty, the less you need to worry for your survival. Alright, so that's the message I wanted to share with you. I hope you find this helpful. Thanks for watching, and if you like this video, make sure to subscribe for more. Thank you and see you next time.